Welcome back to another video. Anyway, Dion here. We are doing What If Luffy Had the Sharingan Part 3. Last time we had left off where Luffy had just we just had told Luffy's backstory to an extent, and yes, I added on to his backstory. And we had also told about we also had gotten into Luffy's backstory right before he left, and his relationship with Ace, Sabo, what happened with Sabo. And I'd also gotten to Arlong Park and Baratier. So yeah, go link in my description. Link in my description. Please go subscribe to Marx Spade. He made my thumbnail, my banner, and he did a lot of things for me, and I really appreciate him. He's really cool. So please go subscribe to his channel right now and support him, please. So yeah, they are heading overseas right about now, and Luffy. Like, the crew had finally, well, not the full crew alone, but Zoro and Nami have actually seen some of Luffy's strength. Usopp knew he hasn't really seen Luffy's full strength, or like not even part of it. None of the crew have seen Luffy's strength. Let me just say this: in all of East Blue before the Grand Line, Luffy's not getting clapped by nobody. Okay. Nobody before in these lobby or Water 7 can beat Luffy. Maybe somebody in wait, never mind. That's Grand Line. Never mind. I was gonna say what is it called? Thriller Bark, but that's a Grand Line. Not even. I don't. Maybe a little bit of DM like can probably like do a lot to Luffy is of course, Mihawk can beat Luffy. That's all you guys need to know. His dragon can beat him. A lot of people can do a lot of things to Luffy, okay? Not really before Grand Line, but after Grand Line, Luffy's pretty much not as strong as he thought. Yeah, my bad about that. But yeah, after Grand Line, Luffy's pretty much, like, in the Grand Line arc, before Grand Line, Luffy's pretty much like a god to basically anybody there. Like, he can beat Crocodile, but Crocodile would be a hard fight. What's his name? Inru, I forgot his name. Lightning, the dude with the rummer fruit. He would basically be wiped. I'm not gonna get into Skypiea art because honestly, I just don't want to do all Skypiea. But if you guys really want me to do Skypiea, comment it down below. If I get 3 comments about Skypiea wanting to do it, then yeah, I'll do it. But if not, no, I'm not doing Skypiea. Because honestly, Skypiea isn't my favorite arc. I don't dislike Skypiea. It's just so long, and yeah. So in either way, Luffy will still beat the crap out of Enel, even if he didn't have a Sharingan or not, as we know in the show, without basically like mid-diff, because he's made of rubber, so his lightning has no effect to Luffy whatsoever. And besides, with his Sharingan, Luffy can move to about lightning speed attacks. So yeah, Luffy has lightning speed attacks. So just get that right. So there's basically nothing Enel could do to Luffy. Basically it. Luffy sees that Zoro, we're over the seas right now. I'm gonna add a little bit of myself, my own into the story. Zoro sees Luffy has great strength with the sword, and Zoro immediately tells Luffy stop at the island. Nami then uses her navigation skills and stops at an island. Nami says, "Why do you want to be here anyway, Zoro?" He says, "I want to fight Luffy in a swordsman battle." Luffy smiles. He says, "I knew you want a battle after you saw me use that sword the other day, huh?" Luffy smiles. He says, "It's gonna take you a while to defeat me, Ronald Zoro. The way you lost to Mihawk was too easy. Mihawk, against me, he would have to use his sword. But he used a petty little knife." Zoro says, "Shut up. I'm strong enough now. I've gotten much stronger." Zoro's like, I'll just use two swords." Luffy says, No need. He then goes under the ship and he says, "Let me grab my sword." He picks up a sword. It's a great, fine, super sharp sword. Zoro's like, "Where'd you get that from?" Luffy smiles. He says, "I stole it." No, I didn't. But what actually happened, when I was stranded on that island, since I was 8 years old, I had to use something to also protect myself. I couldn't just use my fist. So, I've made this sword. Yes, I made it. It took me years to make it correctly, but I did it. It took time, but it's a perfect sword. It's my special sword. So yeah, nerd note. Luffy will be a swordsman, but his swordsmanship in the future will not be better than Zoro. So yeah, Zoro's gonna be his main swordsman. But just like Whitebeard and what's his name? Yeah, Whitebeard. What's his name? I was about to say Rayleigh. I mean Roger. Just like Roger or Whitebeard, they have their own swords. You know, they may not be the best at swords fighting ever, but no, Zoro will be better at sword fighting than Luffy. But in a fight, Luffy can use a sword. He must be able to use it good. Luffy says, "I'm working on getting this blade even stronger myself." Zoro's like, "What minerals is it made out of?" Luffy says, "I don't honestly do not know, because on this island there are these special kind of rocks." Luffy says, "When I touch the blade, it hurts me. I don't know why." Nami says, "It's sea prism stone. It's sea prism stone, Luffy. The only thing that can hurt you if by touch is a sea prism stone because you have a devil fruit." Luffy's like, "Huh? Sea prism stone?" Nami's like, "Yeah, I've read about it once when I was with Arlong. You know, they have a lot of things with sea prism stone as they are fishmen." Luffy says, "No wonder it's so strong, and no wonder it hurts me by the touch of the blade." She then says, "Any devil fruit user will be really badly affected by that sea prism stone." Nami says, "Ah." And then Nami also says, and it's super strong." Luffy says, "Well, I also mixed it with any other minerals, because I figured out when I used this ability I have when I'm in danger, it breaks pretty easily. Not easily, but it can break." Which is just narrative, no hockey, basically. He doesn't know what hockey really truly is, but yeah. Nami says, "Ah, so what you mixed it with?" "Some iron, stone, and some soul, if you know what I mean." But yeah. Every single day I would sharpen that. I still do to this day. Just secretly now, so you guys don't swipe my stuff. I still don't really trust you, Nami. "Nah, I'm just kidding," says Luffy. But yeah. Now you guys know I have a sword and that I'm gonna be strong. That I'm strong. Now let's get past this. And Zoro, are you ready? Zoro says, "I can't wait to slash your chest with the same mark that Mihawk gave me." Luffy laughs. He says, and he jumps forward without even saying nothing, actually. He pulls out his sword and he empowers it with like this crazy substance. Just to let you know, it's hockey. Luffy can add hockey into his sword with it's just a natural thing that he does when he uses a sword. But it doesn't work with any extra sword. It works with only his sword alone, because this is a sword he's been using since he was about 10 years old. So yeah, ever since he was 8, he's been trying to make that sword, and it took him 2 years till he was 10 years old to fully finish the sword. So yeah, he instantly clashes with Zoro using all 3 of his sword, and Zoro is blasted back. His sword still remained in his hands and mouth, but it was such a strong hit that not even Zoro himself could have took it. Luffy then jumps forward at Zoro. He says, "Is that all you got?" Zoro then says, and yes, "Ashura." And for those of you like, hey, yo, he ain't get no Ashura until Enies lobby, so he can't be doing that. Bro, if Zoro really was determined to get stronger than somebody, he gonna get stronger than somebody. And just like how and like if he feels beaten by something, he felt beaten by Luffy, as he saw Luffy have better sword style and swordsmanship than him. And Mihawk at the same time. So yeah, he was beat. He was like, he needed a new move. He goes Ashura and knocks Luffy out of his place. Just like he says, he adds a mark to Luffy's chest, just like the one Mihawk gave him. But Luffy smiles. He says, Zoro, he's a perfect swordsman I had chose for my crew. He then activates his Sharingan. Well, he didn't even have a Sharingan. And then he goes straight to Luffy. Zoro's still using Ashura. He's fighting Luffy as if they're the same power right at the moment. Luffy then jumps, throws his sword up, punches Zoro, grabs his sword, and slashes Zoro with as much haki put into it, plus priest into his clash with the sword. Zoro, even in Ashura, with Ashura, he couldn't really do much against it. He still did, my bad about that. He still did counter it to an extent. Bad about that, but yeah, Luffy clashes with Zoro, and Zoro, blocks it to an extent. He's not using Ashura anymore, and he backs away, and he took a great damage with that. His arms are stunned. Zoro, determined to defeat Luffy in a swordsmanship, he says, that punch wasn't very swordsmanship, I guess. Zoro then says, look at your arm, Captain. Luffy looks at his arm as he has a scar right across his hand, on the back of his hand. He says, Zoro, you are my right-hand man of the Straw Hat crew. Usopp is still there, so Usopp and Sanji is there. So they're just watching this. And, low-key, the only reason why I didn't state them behind, because I low-key forgot. But wait, we're not going to talk about that. But yeah, Zoro and Usopp, Sanji and Usopp is in the back. They watching this fight. And they already see a bit of strength from Luffy. And this is only Luffy's swordsmanship. Then Zoro goes forward, and he powers up the biggest move. And he uses Ashura, and he does all of his soul into this attack. He says, Luffy, Captain, this will be my final attack. He goes forward to Luffy, and he puts another scar on Luffy's chest, defeating Luffy in a swordsmanship battle, as he is the first one to fall to the ground. He falls, Luffy gets up, he says, you beat me in a swordsmanship battle, Zoro. But I don't think you can beat me in an all-out battle. Zoro then says to Luffy, I agree, Captain. I know I cannot beat you in an all-out battle. But with swordsmanship, I'm the one you call. You don't use swordsmanship on your own. If there's anybody with a sword thinking they're really good, you call me. Don't call yourself. Okay? I am your right-hand man. Okay, Luffy? Luffy says, I'm the captain here. Yes, you are my right-hand man of the Straw House crew. Let me assign roles for you all. Sanji, you are not just a chef. You are also a fighter on this crew. I just need you to get that right. Zoro, right-hand man, and also the vice captain of the Straw Hat crew. Usopp, you are my sniper. Even with that slingshot of yours, you need to also learn how to shoot guns. But I know that's not your style. But until you show me that with that slingshot you could shoot something as if it was a bullet, then I'll allow that. Then I'll allow you to be my full-on sniper. Right now, you're just a crewmate, okay? And I want you to be my sniper because I know your father. Then Nami says, what about me? He says, you're our navigator. The only one that can really go around among these seas. So, yeah. The crews of the Straw Hats has been assigned, of course. They go back to sea. And this is when Nami starts to get sick. Dun, dun, dun. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Yeah, but, what's it called? My bad. What happens before Nami gets sick is, they go pick up Chopper, of course. We all know what happens before they pick up Chopper, before Nami's sickness, they go to this place, this island, and it's when we get into the Alabasta arc. If you guys don't know what the Alabasta arc is, it's basically, actually, you know what? Go watch the show if you haven't seen. Alabasta, and get off this video right now, because if you haven't seen Alabasta arc, you should not be watching the video, because I do not like spoiling for people, because basically my video so for people, like, basically my video has a lot of spoilers. So for people who haven't watched these animes, I think you should go. Wow, sorry about that, but I think you should go watch these animes and figure out, and watch more about them, because I'm 100% sure you'd enjoy it. Because these are some of my favorite entertainment to watch whatsoever. One Piece is my second favorite show. I have a lot of favorites. I love anime. Anime is really my favorite thing to watch. So yeah, I think you guys should go check One Piece out in general if you guys haven't seen One Piece. And if you don't know what Alabasta is, get off this get off this YouTube video and go on like Hulu, Crunchyroll, or any streaming device you have and watch some One Piece. Netflix, they have it on Netflix too. Go ahead, go check it out. So yeah, Luffy fights. Luffy doesn't fight nobody. They're on the crew and they get to that island. But actually, just for plot wise, I know we're supposed to be Wednesday, stuff like that. They go on that island. They only give Vivi and they defeat the bomb dude right away, simply and easily. Because honestly, the beginning of Alabasta is so boring. And the only part of the beginning part I like is when they go to the giant island and see more about the giant. Because I have something we can do with that. We get to the giant, the island with loads of giants and stuff, with Kudo and Vivi and stuff. And so. Yeah. So yeah, Vivi, Kudo, and the rest of the crew are each there, to the giant island. They got here, they land here, and they see two giants clashing in the middle. And you guys say, oh, that's not how it started. They were traveling, then they see two giants, and Zoro and Sanji had a battle of who get the most food. No, that's not how it is. They automatically, when they get here, they see the two giants fight. Luffy jumps up and he looks at the both of them, and he says, Zoro, fight! Sanji, fight! Usopp, do your best. Yeah, and he smiles. He's like, these look like some worthy opponents. But before they fight, they see Usopp says, stop, Luffy. Stop, Captain, stop, Zoro, stop, Sanji. Everybody stop. These guys are in a battle. Look at them. Look into their eyes. This is a fearsome battle between the two. Wait for it to end. Then the volcano erupts and the fight ends. But before they could leave, Luffy shouts and he says, wait! And the giants look down at the two, at them, and one of the giants grabs. So one of the giants grabs Luffy, Zoro, and Vivi and Kudo. No, not Vivi and Kudo. Luffy, Zoro, and Nami, and takes him. And one of them grabs Vivi, Kudo, Usopp, and Sanji, and takes him. He doesn't take him, but they take him back to their cave. He says, "Hey, I'm a giant. I forgot their name, so don't get mad at me." Yeah. And then Sanji's like, "Wait, you're not gonna eat us? Cause I was gonna have to kill you if you touch Vivi like that ever again." The giant laughs. "You kill me? You're funny." But no, I'm not here to kill you. I'm just a giant stranded on this island. Then Usopp asks, "Why are you fighting that other giant?" He says, "Well, ever since we've gotten here, we fight every time the volcano erupts. Every single time. And we've been here for about 100 years. I think that's how long he said. Fighting this. By now, I don't even remember why we're fighting. But we keep on fighting to keep our dignity and our pride." Usopp sees, he's like, "How brave, how prideful warriors. You guys are brave warriors of the sea. You are an inspiration to me." We go back to Luffy's side. Luffy and Zoro and Nami are already eating, they're already eating with this giant. And, he's like, yeah, and he explained the whole thing with the giant fighting for 100 years, forget what happened, but they still fight because of their pride. But now we go back to Usopp. Usopp hears this, he said, and tells the man, "Hey, you got any more food for us?" And then the giant's like, "You ate all that? That's actually a pretty big piece for even us giants." And Usopp says, "Well, I guess I was hungry." Sanji's like, no, I just threw out all the fat in that piece and cooked. He says, most of that piece was just fat, but luckily it was enough to feed us all. I guess not you, Usopp. Usopp was like, what? Damn it. Whatever. And then the giant was like, well, there's giant beasts over there. I think you could go over there and hunt them down. Usopp says, wait, no way. I'm not strong enough. I'm measly. I'm not even a sniper on my crew yet. The giant laughs. He says, what a weenie. And you say I inspire you? Inspire you for what? You say you want me to be a prideful, brave warrior of the sea, but you haven't even. You're showing the opposite of brave. The giant laughs after saying that to Usopp, and Usopp says, fine, I'll go. He says, you know what? As he's walking, I'll do one up better. I'll go and I'll only use my slingshot to defend myself. He grabs a bunch of rocks and he puts them in his bag. And over here, he's fighting these beasts. And these beasts are like giants. They're dinosaurs, basically. So, yeah. So, Usopp is shooting these rocks at these giants. And they're not at these giant dinosaurs. And they're just pebbles to him. So, yeah. So, Luffy and the crew, they stay here about a week. You know, a little week skip. You know, they skip for a week. And yes, we know, oh, what about number 3? And yeah, what about all that? That comes after this week, so stop asking. I don't want to hear nothing about. Yeah, that's going to come after this whole Usopp thing. Vivi gets worried about Usopp and says he's been gone for a week now. The giant says, well, a scrawny kid like him will take even longer than a week to defeat one of those beasts, one of those dinosaurs. Sanji then says, I'll calm you down, Vivi. It's okay. He'll be all right. And he rubs her shoulders. And she says, get off me, you perv. What? Actually, yeah. She says, get off me, you pervert. And punches Sanji in his face. Sanji's like, what did I do? Wait, what did I do? So Sanji's like, he's like, here, I'll cook you a meal to say sorry. Says Sanji. Ooh, my bad about that. So yeah, Sanji then, Sanji then continues to cover Vivi and the giant, and then the volcano rumbles again. And as they know, a fight will happen amongst the two giants once again. We head back to Usopp. Usopp is over here actually not taking down, but actually dealing some damage to these dinosaurs by now. Usopp using his great, he has great building, he's good at building stuff and making weapons out of things. So yeah, he's figured out how to use a rock and some powder dust to make a firebird star. If you guys know what that means, a flame star. If you guys haven't seen Indy's lobby, you would know what that means. And if you guys haven't, go check it out now. And that's all I gotta say about it. So yeah, Luffy uses a firebird star to defeat one of the biggest dinosaurs there. But I said Luffy. Usopp defeats one, but he decides that he's gonna have to defeat all to be worthy of the title of a sniper on Straw Hat's crew. Oh yeah, just keep in mind as narrated, this beginning arc, with number 3 in them will be mostly about Usopp, okay? So yeah, sit down, grab your shit, grab your snacks, and get ready, you know what I'm saying? Even though this ain't the start of the video, but yeah, go ahead. So, yeah, Usopp having already have a firebird or star, he thinks of many other ideas. He grabs an egg and gets to building as he is hiding. He uses this dinosaur to finally eat for the first time in a whole entire week. Yes, of course the Straw Hat crew has seen each other during this week. They just haven't seen Usopp because they don't really care because Sanji explained what had happened to Usopp. Luffy takes this in as Usopp must be training to become a strong sniper for our crew, making Luffy happy. So he decides not to go in for looking or have nobody else for looking for him. Usopp then building his new move. He then shoots out an egg, and it doesn't look like a normal egg. It's like a greenish with black dots on this egg. He shoots it out, and out of this all comes a plant. Of course, the plant doesn't grow too large, but the plant at the end of the plant has like this mouth, and it shoots fire out of its mouth. A big giant fire, it's like a fireball, and it deals a lot of damage to the dinosaurs. It doesn't do too much, but to a human being, like a rival crew member, it can do a lot of damage. It's caused Usopp to be happy. It's been about 2 weeks by now, and Usopp is still in jungle. Sanji actually starts worrying about Usopp and goes to tell Luffy. Luffy says, "Leave him alone. He's fine." And this is where number 3 comes. I forgot what the girl's name. I think it was Sunday, but I know that Robin was all day Sunday. So I think she's just Sunday, not all day Sunday. So number 3 and Sunday, they pull up. They pull up and they start having the whole games. And, well, not the games. They end up capturing the 2 giants in one of their fights. And they end up wreaking like a whole bunch of things, capturing Vivi, Nami, and, not Nami. Yeah, Vivi and Nami. Kudo ends up running to go get Usopp. And with using Luffy's dumb self, he also gets captured. And no, Luffy does not break out. Luffy then uses this as an opportunity for Usopp. And if it doesn't work, he then would break out and do things his way. But Luffy has trust into Usopp, so he doesn't think too much about it. Luffy then tells Zoro, "Get captured also, Zoro. This is for Usopp." Zoro's like, "Can I have booze?" He says, "Go ahead." Zoro gets captured with his booze by number 3 and Sunday, and so does Vivi and Nami. And so does Sanji. Sanji gets captured as it was an order from Luffy, and Luffy gets captured. 3 and Sunday stay there. He says, "We're going to be watching you for about, He looks at a watch on his wrist and he says, 2 days. I'll sit here and watch you guys. I don't want to hear a word out of any of your mouths. I don't want to see you move. You can eat and drink at certain times during these 2 days. Other than that, nothing will happen." They all shut up and do what they were told. The giants, on the other hand, try to break out of this wax thing, but it doesn't work all the way to the end. Was it wax or was it snow? I keep forgetting, honestly. I think it was wax. But whatever. So yeah, the giants are caught. Everybody's caught besides Usopp and Kudo. Kudo runs to Usopp and lets Usopp know. Usopp at this moment has basically no shirt on. He's pretty buff. Yeah, only in 2 weeks he's buff. Yeah, I don't care what you say. He's not buff, but he got like some abs now. If you know what I mean. Yeah, and even Kudo, before he even reached Usopp, he sees Usopp use a bunch of Firebird Star and like 2 of those plant things at once, dealing a whole lot of damage to the dinosaurs. Usopp says, "Well, I've gotten all of them," and he grabs the thing and starts pulling them. Yes, Usopp can pull all of these dinosaurs at once. That's how strong Usopp has gotten. Usopp is like Luffy base strength, like alone. Not like Luffy base strength alone at the beginning of the show. On like with his strength alone without his sniper. With his sniper, he's about Luffy. He's about like Luffy. In the original show, he's like Luffy second gear. I wouldn't say second gear. Well, second gear Luffy isn't that strong compared to this Luffy in this. This Luffy is already stronger than second gear and stuff like that. And you'll see. So yes, Usopp compares to second gear Luffy in OG. So yeah, now let's continue. Kudo then stops Usopp from carrying all these dinosaurs and says, "There's trouble." Well, he doesn't speak because Kudo's a bird, but Kudo, explains with like looks and stuff like that. Basically, what Kudo explains with looks is that Straw Hat's captured, everybody captured by 3 and Sunday. Usopp then jumps onto Kudo and says, "Onward, now, go." And he sees that Kudo's not too fast, and he ends up picking Kudo himself and running super fast all the way there. He reaches there and sees that there's a wax scoper, and he shoots out 3 of those eggs. And before the guys notice, some of the wax has already melted, letting Luffy, Zoro, Vivi, and Nami and Sanji out of their prisons. Luffy says, "Well, you didn't have to let us out, Usopp. You could have defeated these guys on your own." Usopp was like, "Sure I can. You guys just sit back and watch." Usopp pulls out his slingshot and he shoots a rock and has a little gunpowder, with it. And boom! He flings this rock. He flings this rock at the what's it called? At number 3, and it actually hits him with a Firebird star. And this Firebird star was an ordinary Firebird star, but Fire Star does a lot of damage. Yeah, I think it's called Firebird Star. So yeah, Firebird Star does a whole lot of damage to number 3 automatically. Luffy's like, "It was so quick." Zoro in his head, "How fast was it? I couldn't even see it. All I could see was a bit of flames." Usopp turns around to Luffy, says, "It's my Firebird this time." And he shoots a whole bunch, ending up hitting Sunday, knocking her out. Because, Sunday isn't that strong. She just has tricks. And she can trick Luffy and stuff. Because Luffy's retarded. He beats Sunday so quick, and then he shoots out an egg, causing all the wax over there to melt, getting the giants out. Giants try to hit number 3, but Usopp uses one of his new moves he got. He uses a dinosaur's. It's like a dinosaur's teeth, and basically he uses it as like a special shot. Of course, like a special bullet. And these bullets are so strong. It can stop humongous pieces of iron from even moving mid-air, going down. It can stop lots of things. And it can go through a human body like it was nothing. Like it's nothing. He shoots it dead at number 3, killing number 3 in his heart, and shoots it, and then ends up shooting the dragon's weapons, breaking them, telling them, "That was my fight." Giants. Usopp then runs back to get his food and brings it back. And yes, it's a whole bunch of dinosaurs. And Luffy, and keep in mind, Usopp is still weaker than both Sanji and Zoro. Well, he's weaker than Zoro and Luffy, but he's stronger than Sanji by now. Yes, I said stronger than Sanji, but not for too long. But yeah, and he's only a tad bit stronger than Sanji. So yeah, he brought back the whole thing of dinosaurs and throws it at Luffy. Luffy, of course, with his strength, catches the bag. And it has a whole bunch of dinosaurs. It's a humongous bag. So he catches it. By catching it, he kicks it out of his way, causing the giants to get it. He says, "Thank you for the food." And then they go back to their spots. They split it up and go back to their spots. Luffy's like, "It's time to head out anyway, Usopp. As I've seen some of your strengths. You've been updated to the sniper of the Straw Hat crew." Usopp's like, "Yeah!" And he cheers and he cries. He's like, "I'm captain now, right?" Luffy jumps back and he punches him. He's like, "No, you idiot, you're sniper. You're the sniper of the crew." He says, "I guess that's cool. Whatever." So yeah. And that's where I'm going to end this video. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can be updated on my daily upload. Link down in the description, Mark Spade, who made my thumbnail and my banner. So yeah, go check him out. And yeah, peace out.